Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this channel and you like what you see after watching, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, set it to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to get notified each time I upload a new video, even those without notification. Here we react to all forms of videos, international and local. Every Saturday by 2 p.m. we have our interaction section. You are free to call in to air your opinion about the happenings in our society. Invite your friends, share my videos with your families and colleagues. Do not keep this information to yourself. Myself, I will be sitting down here to watch this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section and leave our comments, our opinion about the video we watch constructively.
Of them by you. She says, for example, that some people are arguing that an Igbo person cannot be president because Igbos tried to destroy Nigeria during the Civil War, and that because of that they don't ever have the right to aspire to run Nigeria. Another thing she says she has heard people saying is that Igbos are very clannish, and that people like that should not be allowed. Another thing she brought up is that, Igbos are too mercantile in their approach, and that if you allow an Igbo man, let us not wake up one day and see that certain assets have been sold on behalf of other Nigerians. Ethnic bigotry, what some people will call tribalism. And she tried to knock each of those arguments one by one. And you see that some of that kind of attitude in the way certain leaders from certain parts of the country have been dismissing the idea of Igbo presidency. So it's interesting to see someone from the north defending the idea of Igbo presidency. You are probably in the minority, coming from the north. So what really is a problem that most northerners have with Igbos?
Well, I think that's on the surface level. There are lots of Igbos that we grew up with back in the north. I'm from a very, it used to be a small town, but it's not so small anymore. I'm from Kwantagora in Niger State, and I can tell you for free that we have thousands and thousands of Igbos living there. We have Igbos who have been, turbaned with titles in the north. We have Igbos who run our economy for us in the north, support the economy. We have Igbos who work with us to make things happen for us in the north. Unfortunately, when we come to the political space, we now start turning and twisting everything all over the place just so that it favors us whenever we want it to favor us. But I think if you want to go back to where all of this is really brewing from, I think it has to come from the Civil War. I think we haven't healed. I think the Igbo people haven't healed, and that is why anytime they're talking, they're very emotional about the things that have happened. And I think as a country, if we want that healing to happen, I think it's about time we start, giving them some sense of belonging, acceptability, understanding that in every good there is evil, and in every evil that there is good. And so if I'm a Hausaman, I'm going to tell you very clearly that amongst my people there are good guys, very good guys, and there are bad guys, very bad guys. Same way in the south, same way in the east, and anybody who is not able to look at it from that angle is not being fair to himself. Because as we speak with you right now, we have certain Igbo people who have not just made us proud within Nigeria, but also outside the country, who actually fly the Igbo flag as high as possible, and they have no shame in it, and they have done tremendously well. However, sometimes we overflog the issues when this person is coming from an Igbo extraction, and I think it has a lot to do with the Civil War. And I keep telling people, we think that war happened and the Igbos lost the war. I think everybody lost. I think we set ourselves many years backwards, and we are still trying to heal. We haven't healed. And if we must be honest with ourselves, I think it's about time we start looking at what we can do or must do to ensure that this very large ethnic group that spreads across, not just within the space of Nigeria, but across the world, who have done tremendous things as well, are given that space on the table so that they can be proud to call themselves Nigeria before anything else. if we're still talking about an ethnic group who is still talking about leaving the shores of this country, even though there's no clear plan on how that is going to happen, then there's a problem. The instability that is causing in itself is worrisome. And I've seen people like Pius Aim who, I think I saw a clip from one of the visitations that he made to a certain Yoruba leader who was vehemently cursing and raining abuses on a particular ethnic group. And he said to the man very clearly that, I agree that all of those things have gone wrong. How do we move forward is why I'm here. Well, and that is the mindset that we should all have.
Well, thank you, Ahmed Buhari. I'm sure you make a very good campaign coordinator for Senator Pius Aim. But the issue about Igbo presidency, just by way of summary, is about justice, fairness, equity. And nobody in Nigeria should assume that one group is doing another group a favor. We are all in this country together, and every citizen, no matter where they come from, should be electable to the highest office in the land. Thank you very much.
Very important thing that I'd like to raise with you, Prof, is the timing of political activities, what it needs to galvanize, because all politics is local. At the end of the day, people have to go down to the political unit, to the polling unit, down to the ward, then to the local government, state, before national elections and all of that. So politics are local predominantly. But the question is whether or not you are coming out early enough, because primaries are going to be conducted in a matter of a few weeks, and people then will decide on
let me ask
what they
you a
want
few
to do.
questions.
Are you, just a moment, Prof, how much of a threat is this alternative group to the APC and the PDP?
It is not a threat, it is a dismissal of them for a new order, not a matter of threatening. The truth of the matter, Shehu, you are the man on top of it. Give me some numbers. How many people voted for my friend Chukuma Soludo to become governor of Anambra State? How many people? 100 and something thousand people? How many people voted for Jide Sanwo-Olu to become governor in Lagos? What? Maybe 400 and something thousand people? If we just got the students in Nigerian universities to go out tomorrow and we can mobilize them within 24 hours, there will be more people than voted for all these people who are currently governors. Why is it a difficult thing to do? In 48 hours, we can dismiss this political class. 48 hours. We don't need 1 year of... It's because they depend on bribing people, buying their votes, doctoring votes, and in the end, only a couple of 100,000 votes. But the oppressed of this country, who are so many, all you need is give them the message. And because they are in groups we can put together, by the time we hit the Association of Professional Bodies of Nigeria and say, you professionals, you got to get in line with how to build a nation. By the time we hit, like I mentioned, the students, hit the university lecturers, hit this, we will bring out 20 times as many votes as I've ever voted in Nigeria. So
we need to close on this segment.
In
so
the UK, in many
what
countries
I
in the
would
world,
like
is a couple of weeks phenomenon.
Yeah, in 30 seconds or less, if you may, Prof, because we need to wrap up now. I'd like to ask you, what is the fundamental objective or agenda of this group in looking at all the myriads of problems confronted, this nation is confronted with? But we can't attack all these problems at once. But there must be one major agenda or one major challenge that this group hopes to solve. And what would that be, Prof?
That would be job creation, job creation, job creation in a rapid growth economy. China doubled economic growth in less than a decade. We can do even much better than that. I mean, it took, what, the United Kingdom, how many decades or a century to do that? It took Japan maybe half a century to do that. China did it in less than half of a generation. Nigeria can do it in 8 serious years if we have leadership. We can double output in this country, create jobs massively. But you've got to have politicians who are sleeping and waking up service to the people, not thinking of private jets. Look, Shehu, you and I know this economy is in total crisis. Check the behavior of any politician that you know. Senators, president, governors. How many of them have you seen their behavior change? Their motorcades are getting bigger. Their consumption of public resources is getting outrageous. Even when we can't pay bills, the country is literally bankrupt. It cannot pay salaries if something special, if it doesn't borrow excessively. And yet, the politicians are living as if nothing has happened. By the time you get rid of, let me
Prof,
find out what, if you got rid of their behavior, I can take that money and say to every graduate in this country, we will pay you 75,000 naira every month and put you to productive work, just cleaning up the environment, doing things that are important to make life work. But every month from the day you graduate, you will get 75,000 naira. And we will get a new Lula da Silva kind of Brazil up and running.
It sounds so interesting. And for me here, I'm looking forward to how this pans out, because the more competition we have in the political space, I think the better for it for the average citizen who will perhaps go on the election day to vote.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.